trying to think. I don't know any.
Omario's a big on running backs. So if you're a
they
running
big on
back,
running
like,
back?
you should go there.
Yeah, because Frank's in there all the time.
His boy Frank or
Your boy Frank.
This man.
What happened in the fight, man?
What do you mean?
You
lost.
hit him up after.
He
He won.
lost.
He won the fight, bro.
He-
Don't worry. One of the refs scored about 5 points down. There was 4 rounds. How you 5 points down after 4 rounds?
Just looking at it, he lost the fight.
I'll tell you this. He got pushed. So
He did get pushed.
he did get pushed out the ring. That's got hurt. And
He did get
2,
pushed.
I feel like he felt at some point someone was shouting at him from outside the ring, so he stopped fighting. And at that point, the Darren guy like hit him like right across the face. I'm guessing he hurt something. Like, I don't know.
How are you mid fight?
Bro,
that's
The referee's shouting at you the whole time.
Oh, ref?
I'm thinking he heard something, so he stops, goes like
yeah.
that. Next thing, Darren Brown is
He said he forgot to like throw punches in the press conference or something. Or like, yeah, he was like, I forgot the fight was still going on or something.
He was getting cussed.
he
Yeah,
probably-
he was
I thought
definitely
he
Pull
heard
it
cussed.
up or something, like a quote. There was something about that.
So is that a loss for like all football players then?
No.
You think so?
There's
For
an
now.
asterisk. 'Cause,
No.
I mean, Darren's so much bigger.
Yeah.
Because you
But
know,
he's also a really
Bro,
big
how
basketball player.
tall is Frank realistically?
5'10".
Okay, 5'9", 5'10" roster height.
5'10".
Darren's 6'3", 6'4", like, bro.
Yeah, that is tough.
but you know that's like an unspoken thing where you know like football players are
Tougher
more
than basketball
physical,
players?
tougher than basketball players. So.
I feel like the average football player takes on the average basketball player.
On average, yeah, a football
You'll
player
be good.
beats a basketball.
Unless it's like
Yeah.
a slot receiver.
I
Well, I don't know, though. Like a short
and-
receiver versus like a tall center in the NBA, okay, it'd have to be proportional to height, right?
Well, yeah, I think length. I mean, like, that's
Yeah,
the
but if you're
big
going
argument.
high-wise, if you took like...
Like Boogie Cousins or something.
Dude,
Yeah, but if you took
Dwight
like...
Howard-
Yeah,
majority
but
of,
I'll take an athletic defensive end.
Take Trent Williams
outside
against
linebacker
anybody.
against a center.
Greg
In a fight?
Hardy's been losing though. Have you
No.
seen Greg Hardy? He's been getting knocked out. That's
Yeah.
different though.
Yeah, that is different.
That's different. Yeah,
That's when you know feet are involved and
Yeah, I mean that's
Bro.
just so much technique there. I mean there is in boxing too, but like martial arts, that's something like you grow up doing, you know, since the age of like 6 or 7.
But boxing, seemingly, you could just take it up and do it.
Jake Paul.
Apparently.
okay.
You think there'll ever be a market for college players to do that?
No.
Imagine your USC quarterback in the
No.
off-season just goes and goes, all right, pay-per-view. NIL, I'm going to fight like the
Is it NIL or do you automatically become like an
NIL.
amateur?
a professional?
No,
Yeah.
I think they're starting to do partnerships with like WWE. I think you can do that now.
Ooh,
I could
saw
see that.
that.
Oh,
I
that
could
would be
see that.
interesting. Or you could just stream it. You could do like a YouTube or like an Instagram live.
Yeah.
That's what Logan's doing with KSI. Did you see that? He just announced it, like their 3rd fight.
Oh,
I guess they've already fought twice, but they're doing another round. They're just gonna do it on IG Live. They're just
I
like,
feel like they could make a lot more money than that. Unless
guess
Instagram
they
is
just
like,
wanna
here's
fight.
25 mil
I don't know, 25
or something.
Would you
Yeah.
get into that stuff?
Who, me fighting?
Yeah.
Nah, that's
Nah?
not for me. That's not for me.
So like you
Yeah,
play
but-
like, you know, a decade in the league, you know, 10, 12 years from now, like you're a big name and like they
Someone
approach
offers you 5 mil.
I was about to say, if the money's
Someone
on the
offers you
table,
You said if the
Someone
money's
offers
on the
you
money's
table.
on the
5 mil.
table.
That's different.
That's what these fights are.
That's what they are.
These fights, these dudes are literally
free
walking
money.
in.
Yeah, and
You're
then you look like
guaranteed-
Frank Gore,
Yeah,
and you know
well,
you're getting beat up by a
Yeah, but then he
basketball
goes
player.
back and opens the briefcase and is like, oh, well.
But you know you gotta
But
live
is
with
that.
that.
That's the price for humiliation. Like Nate Robinson right now, does he go back and like, regret that decision?
No.
Probably not.
Oh, actually, no. Nate got done Nate got done
That's
day.
embarrassing.
At least if you lose
become
to
a
Jake Paul
meme,
now, like...
and memes are forever.
Yeah,
no
but
amount
it's
of
like,
money.
then all publicity is good publicity, right?
Not when you get knocked out by Jake Paul.
not in that
You get
case.
knocked out by a 22-year-old YouTuber?
Okay, how is that a saying when you say all, but then you say not in that case?
It's not all.
No,
so
no.
it's not all.
There's
So
several
it's-
publicity
What have you heard
things
from
that
Nate
are not
Robinson
not good.
since the knockout?
Wait, so Lewis,
Nothing, but I'm
I-
assuming he's just counting his cash.
if I told you right now, I'd give you like 1.5 million cash, but in 6 months' time, you're gonna be a meme and an embarrassment on the scale of Nate Robinson. So it's
Forever.
like the question is just how much money would you take to be an embarrassment, right?
Forever.
At my current bank account, or as in my,
Yeah,
I guess still
you
matches
right now.
the scale.
You right now.
dude, 1.5.
He's taking that.
1.5.
You'll take 1.5?
He's taking
No,
that.
no,
He's
no.
taking that.
I'm saying you get knocked
If
out.
I
He's
choose,
taking that.
if I choose the cost,
He's taking that.
dude.
It's maximum embarrassment. Like everyone's laughing around at you around the country.
Don't take the money. You could make 1.5 million.
Yeah, okay. I'll probably say no. That's such an extreme.
Your children are going to see it
You'd
one
be
day.
spending that money on
extreme.
Your
insurance.
kids are going to see
People,
it.
okay, look, when I think of Nate Robinson, I still think of him balling out in the league.
I don't.
So
I don't think of that. I think
I know it happened, and I
Yeah,
know
but
the
kids these days, that's all they know.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like short basketball player knocked out by Jake Paul.
Yeah. Who can Nate Robinson talk to ever again? Don't talk to my wife like that. I'll knock you out. No, you won't. No, you
All
won't.
right, well,
I'll go get Jake again. Relax yourself. Like, you can't say anything to anyone ever again.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
Ever.
And at that point, Jake wasn't what he is now. He was
Wasn't.
just
He
a
was still
YouTuber
coming
at
up.
that. Like
Yeah.
right
Like,
now, if
now
he knocked
he-
him out like that, I'd be like, oh, okay, like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Jake fought him now?
Oh, it'd be bad.
It'd be bad. Nate Robinson can't say anything ever again.
Jake's legit now. Jake's legit. Like,
Do you think the Tyron Woodley fight was
But I don't think
rigged or
these
no?
guys were actually training, you know.
not at all.
Nate apparently was training, I think.
Was he?
Yeah.
Didn't look
Tyron
like it.
Woodley is a
Look,
former
didn't look
world
like it.
champion
Yeah,
in
no,
mixed
didn't
martial
look
art.
He's
Like a black belt.
Yeah.
Five-time champion.
Five-time, like
champion.
world, he's the best in the world at fighting in a particular
Yeah.
way. Gets knocked out by a 24-year-old.
But that's
who
boxing.
Didn't do,
I think
he did-
boxing is
who
different.
did no fighting
Yes,
2 years ago.
and I agree.
I think boxing is
I
different.
agree.
So you're
Yeah,
telling
it's
me that a
restricted.
22-year-old who comes out of nowhere, doesn't do any boxing, nothing like that, makes
mean, he's-
Disney.
But what's coming out
he
of
used
nowhere?
used to make Disney movies. Now starts fighting for 2 years.
It's a bad look.
Can knock a guy out
That
that's
is a bad look.
world champion in a mixed martial art. On the professional stage, who's made millions of dollars fighting a mixed martial art.
Yeah, when you put it that way. When you put it that way.
I want to see Jake Paul fight someone legit. Though.
Like a real boxer.
I want to see him fight Tommy Fury.
I know, everyone wanted to.
UK
That-
versus
He's
US.
not gonna
it
give him
would've
that
been a good time.
opportunity.
That would never happen.
Apparently.
It won't now because he.
No, that-
he. I don't know what he did.
See, but I thought what he was doing with the antics, like wearing the Tommy Fury robe and the British flag
It was good.
mouthpiece,
It was very
I
good.
thought all that was to set up the next fight and to sell even more tickets, which would have been smart.
Right.
Which I don't know if that's what his plan is, but as of today, he's saying he doesn't like.
Yeah.
You know, he ruined his opportunity. He doesn't want to fight him anymore.
Wait,
But he's
what do you mean by
smart.
ruined it? Just because
Well, he was
He
like,
pulled out.
he was like, you pulled out, like you were scared, and thus you lost your opportunity.
as in Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about Fury.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Which
was
is
upset. I
irrational
wanted to
if
see
it's
the
about
fight.
the money.
I think. Yeah. I mean,
Mostly because of his older brother, he was saying like he would disown him. Like that whole storyline's funny.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
no.
Yeah.
The whole Fury family is like boxers. All of the Fury family.
And if he would have
They're
lost
gypsy
to
They have a-
boxers,
there's,
Yeah.
there's, yeah, they're
Literally.
literally gypsy boxers. There's another one in the family that's like heavyweight British champion.
Wow.
Tyson Fury is obviously the best boxer in the world.
Yeah.
Tyson's dad too. Their dad's a big
Tyson's
time.
dad's a
like
boxer.
a legendary British
Tommy's
boxer.
supposed to be a
Uh-huh.
boxer, but he's only fought bums.
yeah,
Yeah, they
Scrubs.
set up like 10 bums.
certified scrubs,
Yeah.
certified.
So
And,
now
like an aggregate
he
winning
can make a
record
name
of,
for
like,
himself by
1 in
fighting a YouTuber.
240.
Oh man.
But like, is Tyron Woodley a tougher opponent than Tommy Fury's
No.
previous opponents?
Oh,
Right? Would Woodley beat Tommy's previous opponents? That's a good question. We need like a boxing expert.
I don't
for
see
that.
Woodley beating anyone at this point.
Yeah.
He just got knocked out.
Woodley.
And he lost one. He lost once on points, and then he got knocked out. He got knocked
Yeah,
out.
but if you see photos of the guys that
Do you see
Fury
a photo
fought-
of Woodley on the floor like this?
Yeah.
He got knocked out.
Yeah.
Bad. And Ben Askren got knocked. He was a champion as well at some point.
Ben
Yeah,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. At some point, I just don't.
Tyron Woodley's not that old.
He's 40, bro.
I
He's
mean,
4 years old.
yeah.
Or maybe he is that old. What's he fighting?
there was a big
He's 40,
mismatch
right?
there.
He
I
40
mean,
years
upper
old?
30s. I'm
looks good
calling
for 40.
38.
And he was washed like UFC wise. He hadn't won a fight in a long time.
Yeah, I was losing dummy fights in UFC.
I didn't think it was
towards
that
the
old.
end.
39.
There it is.
39?
He's in his
yeah,
30s.
he's old.
Same thing.
He's in his 30s.
Dude,
yeah.
yeah, there's a huge difference. I mean, I think you get someone within his age group.
I think that's even more painful if someone that's 24 knocks you out and you're like 40 years old.
No,
That's bad.
Dude, he bought him
That's
a
like-
Rolex
that's like-
leading up
you
to the
know,
fight.
if
Yeah.
he came out at 24. It was his younger version, 24 years old, going. He would knock Paul out.
Would he?
What? do
He's had extra time to prepare. He's had 14 more years.
That's a good
Dude,
To prepare.
I mean, but is it though? Like he wasn't preparing in boxing.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
That's. I mean, he's
Paul
still
put in
mixed
2
martial art.
years
And martial
it's
arts.
But I
different.
think the striking is a little bit different.
than boxing.
Than
yeah,
boxing.
Yeah.
But
I
how did
agree.
Tommy Fury? How did what's it?
Jake Paul?
Jake Paul prepare? He did
Even-
Disney movies.
no,
No.
He was been
He's been
training
actually
for.
training.
And
He's
then
been
he
actually
was
training.
training
He's been
rigorously.
only
Yeah.
2 years.
He did a camp.
But he has a whole
Who cares?
team behind him.
And Woodley doesn't?
Woodley does too.
Not as
He's
far
not.
as
It's
the
not
boxing.
2
though.
years just build up.
Wait, so Woodley ended both of these fights without a boxing team?
No,
Hey,
but
maybe
it's
He
like,
had a mixed martial
he
arts
might have
team.
relied on his
Well,
mixed martial arts.
This is true.
do you guys
And might
think
have
he's
said,
juicing?
I don't need to,
Yeah.
train
What's that?
as far as
Rumors are
boxing.
he's juicing.
Who?
Jake.
Jake Paul?
Well,
Yeah.
Dana
He is
White,
really strong.
Dana White
Right?
said
Yeah,
that.
called him out.
explain it. You just
Well, he just tweeted at him because I guess Paul's been chirping at Dana for being a coke addict.
Yeah.
And he's like, I will let you drug test me for coke for what? It was like the next 30 years or something?
nah, he
It
said
was-
like
it
a
was-
few days or something.
No. He called like 10 years. You can look that up.
Really?
Pull that up. Next 10 years.
He's pretty
you can
confident
drug, No, I remember literally just reading this. You can drug test me for the
Yeah,
next
like
10
at
years for
random.
coke if I can test you for steroids for only 2 years.
I can see it. I mean, he sounded pretty
I can
confident.
see it.
You had me.
He's on something though, right?
Huh?
He's on something. Jake.
I mean,
I don't know if
You don't
it's
wanna discredit the man.
anabolic steroids, but
I would love to
Is he-
discredit the man. I would.
Why?
I would.
You know,
okay, ready?
Why?
Here's the quote. This
keeps looking up black
this
people.
guy keeps saying that I'm a cokehead. He randomly cocaine test me for 10 years if I can randomly steroid test him for the next 2.
yeah.
100% accuracy, baby.
That's a good deal.
Damn
That's
it.
pretty. That's pretty good recall.
Yeah.
So you
he's on,
think-
he's on something? Like
And he knows.
SARMs,
You think
SARMs?
Jake is legit knocking people
SARMs.
He's
out?
on SARMs.
SARMs. 100% on SARMs. I would back that. I would.
Oh?
I'm taking money line.
Everything in a betting context.
You don't think the Woodley fight was just rigged?
like minus 10,000.
No. And the
Wait,
whole
wait, so-
world, the whole world thinks he's an angel and a saint. I'm gonna go plus 100.
Not plus 100.
Plus
You,
100
you don't
odds.
think you don't think any of the fights are rigged? Because a lot of people thought like
I
See,
can
that's-
see the truth.
a lot of
behind
people
that.
thought Woodley's just going down.
Yeah.
Even with this fight, there's loads of people
It was
saying
weird how he
like
brought his
Jake was
right
like
hand down.
going like this with his hand, and Woodley goes from here to just here randomly and just gets knocked out completely.
Oh, we got a conspiracy
Okay.
theorist here.
So there's loads of people that think like
Those are
this whole
TikTok
thing.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all on that. Again, I discredit
You
the
think
man.
Wait, so like,
I want.
You're
I
just
want
not a
who
Paul
would he
fan.
have to beat for you to be
It's not
like,
that.
okay, he's legit? Like if I gave you this opponent, person X, and you're like, all right, you beat him.
same age, plus or minus 1 year. 2 to 3 years of rigorous training.
Anyone with a winning boxing record that is still boxing,
Yeah. I mean,
and it's just a contender
That
in
is-
something.
How many years
But I mean,
do I
I
have to
get it.
give
He's
you
trying
to
to-
beat?
he-
Would you like to see him fight
How many
McGregor?
years do I have to give you to beat Jake?
me,
Yeah, I want to know.
2.
You think you beat
It took
Jake?
you 2 years to
Actually,
beat Jake
1.5.
Paul?
That's different
You need
though,
a
because you'll be
whole
training for 2 years,
18
but you
months
haven't
to
been in
beat
an actual
Jake Paul?
fight.
No, but
You weigh
So,
like
you know, you need the
270
fighting
pounds.
I
experience.
said, yeah, I would have to do one.
you
I
weigh
would
like
have to do one
260,
pound.
bro.
You would get
Yeah,
gassed,
I'm
bro.
saying 1.5. Dude, he's like 225.
gas.
He's not 225.
Wait,
He is not 225.
wait, need that.
He's not 225.
And first off, I'm like, yeah, I'm dropping. I'm like
You-
2. I would come. I would come to weigh-ins.
You need
240.
18. Why?
Ripped.
Stay way bigger.
No. I just
Stay way bigger. Come into weigh-ins at like 280.
No.
LG, how many years?
191.
Oh God.
I'd say
6'1", 190,
I need
and you
at
think you can
least
take
4
you, bro?
fights.
You outweigh him by like 80 pounds.
maybe
you-
3.5, 4 years, maybe
Or
You think 4 years?
4.
dude.
Wow, you're giving him a lot of credit.
Yeah.
He's not an
He's been
athlete.
fighting.
How long's he been fighting?
He has a
you're a pro
team.
football
Where's my
player.
team coming from?
I think you
Say
plateau
like
though.
hypothetically, you just got like a
you
team.
have
You
to.
know what I'm saying?
You
I give you
know,
like
if I
6
got-
months.
You know,
You're
if I
fighting
got
Jake.
Floyd, you know, I'm a team. Let's see. I'm going with the best.
6 months.
If you could have any team you wanted,
Yeah, I'd
6
probably go
months.
6
Any team.
months.
6 months?
Really?
Yeah.
You
I'm
give
going
me
6.
Floyd 3 months.
He said you give me Floyd.
Give
Jake
me
Paul,
Floyd.
Floyd,
Give me
3 months.
Floyd. I can sign the contract 3 months out. I would jump in.
But I don't know. It's a lot to take into account, though. You know, breathing, and then you've never been into a fight.
No. I boxed when I was younger, but I know it's nowhere near. But I'm saying,
That's what he said. I boxed when I was younger.
give,
Shout out
me
boxing in the mirror.
give me the money team.
if you got the
Okay.
choice, you fight in
You go
Jake
throw them
or,
first
or
5
Logan.
punches, and you'll be able
I
to.
know. Hey,
You think Jake? Who do you think's a better fighter out of him and his brother? Jake or Logan?
don't take first round knockout.
Logan, who would you rather fight, Jake or Logan? Logan way bigger.
Logan. Whoever's the bigger one.
You'd rather fight the bigger guy.
Yeah,
So the harder opponent.
yeah. But then I would timeline shifts.
How long would it take you to beat Logan Paul?
What's background?
He's like 220.
Body. 220. That's
He's,
what I
he's
thought.
a legit 220.
That's what you want. That's
Yeah.
He's taller too.
He's
a
way
6'4",
bigger.
right?
I know, but yeah, he's big.
I would say 3 years.
How many?
That seems fair.
3?
You went from 3 months
You
to
need
3 years.
3
I will-
years.
I went
to
from
be-
You just
I went
said
from
3 months.
6'1", 190 to
6'2", 190.
I think Jake's better.
He's bigger than that.
give me the bigger one. Whatever. They're clones.
I don't know, man.
I love it.